Hey, welcome back, friends. So I have had 4 e-bikes in the last year. When you do this YouTube thing for a living and you get a couple of views, people start sending you stuff out of the woodwork. And yeah, so I've gathered 4 different e-bikes. Today we're going to talk about the Troxus Skyhopper. And what I found, I've got, of those 4 e-bikes, one of them was awful. We'll talk about that in a future video. Another one was so-so. Another one is really good, but it's kind of expensive. And this one so far has been the best bang for your buck. So today we're going to talk about that. You'll notice up here it says includes paid promotion. Let me be very clear about that statement. I got a free e-bike, but I make no money off if you buy one of these e-bikes, okay? I'm going to include a link down below. That is not connected to me. I don't make any money. You could buy 1,000 of these things. I won't see a dime. I am simply introducing this to you. E-bikes have become very popular in the RV community, and rightly so. They're very fun and they're just very convenient. They can go a lot of places maybe you couldn't go before. But yeah, I make nothing from this. I'm just introducing it to you. I think it's good bang for your buck. I hope you'll stick around. All right, I'm quite certain you've seen enough of my face, so let's take a look at this little bike. This is a 20-inch fat tire, which has been pleasant to ride. I didn't know how I'd feel about the 20-inch wheels or tires, but they've been very pleasant. It's very squishy. Yeah, if you're just cruising along, it's awesome. Off-road is pretty good too, but yeah, I haven't had a fat tire bike until this one. I've had another one since, and they're nice. I do like them. I like the fat tire versions. Yeah, now I'm a big guy. I'm about 6'1", 230 some odd pounds, and I put this thing to the test and did pretty good. Well, speaking of, we'll start there. 750 watt motor. A lot of other units, even more expensive units, will have a 500 watt motor. You get a little extra juice back here. You can see you got your mechanical disc brakes. I've learned to appreciate these. I know hydraulic is the fancy version of the brakes, but these are just easier to deal with. I had a leak in another hydraulic brake system with my little Varla scooter, and yeah, I would much rather deal with this, especially if you're not using it every single day. If you're using it in the RV every once in a while, that's more than enough braking power. I have this little box here, I have to assume works the tail light, which it actually comes with a tail light already. It's already included. We'll talk about that in just a second. And then I also assume that also is some controller for the motor there. You got a Samsung battery, which sometimes you're going to get some no-name batteries with these type of bikes. Not with this one. This is a Samsung battery. It's easy to come out. It's also mounted on top instead of the bottom. You don't have to worry about it falling out or anything like that. You can see your little key right here that locks it in. Yeah, the battery life has been pretty good. I think it says 20 to 30 miles per charge. And even with me, I would say you could probably get 20 miles out of it for sure. It's with pedal assist even more. You got 7 gears back here. We'll look on the other side in just a second. But yeah, you got your shocks up front. Well, another thing that comes standard on this already is the fenders. A lot of other units, a lot of other brands will charge you extra and have to send you fenders that you have to install. These came installed already. So I thought that was really nice. Also, the cargo rack is already here. That's something that's normally an upgrade that you would be charged extra for, and it's all comes ready to rock. The only thing I had to do when it came to me in the box, I had to put the front tire on, which is one nut. That's all that is. And I had to adjust my handlebars. I had to put the handlebars on and adjust, and that was it. That was it. Everything else came assembled. It already had the fenders on it. It already had the rack. I may have had to put the pedals on. Sorry, forgot about that one. But yeah, everything else was assembled. So very little assembly here. And at this price point, I think right now they're on sale for $839. That's tough to beat, guys. Especially when you already get fenders, you already get a headlight, you get a tail light, you get your cargo rack. Yeah, and you get a 750 watt motor. That's why I'm bringing it to you. That, you know, I'm not worried about my relationship with Troxus, but obviously they make a pretty good product at a fair price, in my opinion, from what I've seen, having the you know, Shimano components. Having had 4 e-bikes in the last year, this is a fair deal considering the market. So that's why I'm bringing it to you. I'm going to spend, this is an introduction video. I'm going to try to get at least 100 miles on this bike and do a full review on it. But I wanted to make sure to introduce it to you first, because I know a lot of you guys, like I mentioned in the intro, a lot of you guys are interested in these in the RV community. This is a good option. So Fat tire, yeah, I think I've nailed it all. The only thing I would like to see, maybe let's try to criticize it a little bit. Maybe a little bit fatter seat right here for your buns. That would be good. Gosh, what else? I mean, really, that's going to be really about it. You know, these little bells are they're kind of, I don't know, it's kind of funny. This is where you adjust your pedal assist. This is your throttle. So it's a throttle and pedal assist. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but so throttle here and amount of pedal assist right here, plus and minus right there. Obviously your gear shift over here and your brakes. Yeah. You guys can see it's trash day today, and yeah, I mean, this thing gets up and going pretty good. Again, I'm at the, you know, you'll have I can't remember the exact weight limit on this unit, but I'll put it up on the screen. Let's go down here and ride around the pond right quick. You can see your screen there. You got the your speed, your battery percentage, miles. I've only put about 8 miles on it so far. And yeah, I forgot to tell you too, there's your on off button right there on your pedal assist. So yeah, pretty cool little unit. Let's come down here to the pond. Now these fat tires, ooh, they make cruising over grass. I mean, you got wet grass right there. I can tell you, these fenders, if you don't have fenders on your e-bike, you definitely need to get them, because, I mean, you'll be riding your e-bike twice as much, or else you're just going to have to wait until the situation's perfect. But, yeah, I mean, this thing gets up and goes pretty good. I'm not pedaling at all right now. This is all, I'm riding it like a motorcycle, basically. And that's what they are, really. I think there's some regulations that they can only go so fast, or else they become like a motorized vehicle. And I think the limit's like 28 miles an hour or something like that. I don't know all the rules, but they're probably vary state from state. But yeah, if you've got wet grass or wet roads, you are definitely going to want some fenders. I can't state that enough. Matter of fact, I had another e-bike company reach out to me and want to partner with a video. We'll do that soon, but they didn't include fenders, and I said, hey, yeah, you know, you're going to have to send me some fenders. I can't hardly ever ride this thing unless it's bone dry outside, and it's been a few days since it's rained here, and we've got some wet stuff. Here we go. Nice little bit of off-roading here. I mean, not real off-roading, but still, that wet grass is much easier to deal with. You're not getting sprayed up your back, and right here in the front with I'm not getting my legs sprayed with the tire. All right, let's go up this pretty good hill right here and I'll show you. That's all right. I mean, this is still gaining speed, still gaining speed, still gaining speed, still gaining speed. 12, 14. This is uphill pretty good, almost 240 pounds. And that, yeah, that hill was not a problem. And we're still riding. 20 is the max it'll go right now. I think it'll go up to 28 when you're pedal assisting. But this is all uphill right now, so just keep that in mind. And don't tell on me, but I'm going to run that stop sign. Yeah, so you can see that 750 watt motor, it really makes a difference. I'm going to show you one soon with a 500 watt, and you can certainly tell a difference with the 750 for sure. That's just wanted to introduce it to you and make sure you knew it was out there. One of the best bangs for your buck in the e-bike world right now. Let me put a good 100 miles on it, and I'll give you a full review. But if you're looking for one, hey, this might be a good option for you. Anyway, guys, there you go. The Troxus Skyhopper 20-inch fat tire bike. Again, I make nothing. If you buy 1,000 of these things, I don't make any money from it. But I just want to introduce it to you. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys are good. Tallulah needs to hush. I hope you guys are good. See ya.